here's a quick video on how you can save money on your transportation costs when you arrive in Manila. So I've just come out of the airport here, out of the door, and when you come out of the door, you'll probably end up in front of all these white taxis. You see that? Now, do not take one of them. Okay, they are fixed rate, and if I remember correctly, the first time I asked what their prices were, I think they wanted to charge me like 1,000 pesos to Makati. So what you do, because you don't want to pay that, that's like 3 times or 4 times the regular price. You want to walk right, keep walking right, and go all the way down to the end here. And then you'll see what says, a little sign over there, I'll get closer as we walk. Yellow metered taxis entrance. Hang on, I gotta change my bag from my shoulder. Okay, so this is where you want to go. You want the metered taxis because, well, they'll charge you what's on the meter, and you'll see that from here to Makati, which is where I'm going, it's a lot cheaper.
Where are you going, sir?
I'm going right to the taxis. Yeah, thank you. So she probably wanted me to get into one of those white taxis so that they could rip me off. But I know this is what you want, yellow meter taxi entrance. So that's it. And you'll save yourself a lot of money by doing this. Of course, make sure that the meter is on when you get in. Don't let them try to, strike a deal with you. And you'll pay the meter price. That's it. Now, one thing is, depending on what time you're doing this, right now it's about 7 a.m. or almost 7 a.m. So there's probably going to be a lot of traffic. So the taxi driver will often ask you if you want to take the Skyway. And if you say yes, you're going to have to pay the toll fee, which is 20 pesos, which is like 50 cents or less than 50 cents, which is not too bad to avoid all the traffic. And depending on the time of the day, I mean, if it's in the middle of the night, don't worry about it. You probably don't need it. But at this time of the morning, I think it's probably a good idea. It's a better bet anyway. So we're taking it. And then I'm going to give him 20 pesos to pay for that. So that's on top of the fare, of course. And you'll see right now I'm at 78 pesos. So you start at 70 from the airport with these metered taxis. If you're in town, you'll be starting at 40, usually when you get into a metered taxi. So you do pay a little bit of a premium, but it's still better than those white ones. Those white cars up front, they'll really rip you off badly. So always go for the yellow taxis. Okay, so we just arrived at my hotel. It's the Red Planet, which is on the east side of Makati, towards the north area. And my fare is 202 pesos. As you can see, it took 30 minutes to get here. So that's what, just a little over $4 US. So don't be too cheap on the tip. That's, not a big fare. So, but yeah, you'll save a lot of money taking these yellow cabs instead of the white cabs at the airport, right?
That's coupon taxi.
Right, the coupon taxi. What do they usually? They want what, 1,000 or more?
Yes.
Sometimes more, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'll always come and take the yellow cab. So yeah, like I was saying in there, that was a 30-minute ride, over 30 minutes, and the entire fare was $4. I mean, don't be cheap with the tip, because honestly, if you think about it, I mean, even if he had like a new fare immediately right around the corner waiting for him, what would that be worth? Another, for what, $8 or a little bit more than $8 per hour. And with that, he still has to pay for the gas, rent the car, and all that. So yeah, I never thought of that before, and I used to just tip, up like at the nearest 10 peso. That's kind of how they do it here. But ever since I started, wow, that was a long ride, and I just paid like, $4. I've been tipping a lot better. So yeah, don't be too cheap. I mean, don't give away money for nothing, but try not to be too cheap with certain things here, and especially if they're good and if they're nice, and they take you somewhere where you want to go fast, then I think they deserve it. So anyway, that's it. Hopefully it saved you some money. Remember, yellow taxis do not take the white ones. Cheers.